And as a result, she developed a fever, and that in turn affected her milk. And she insisted that she had to nurse the little babies herself. No matter how ill she was, she said that was her obligation. So both of the little boys got sick, and they both died.
They couldn't survive drinking the milk?
No, that's right.
That must have been so hard for you. So painful.
Yes. It was 10 times worse for Aline. I mean, can you believe this? That things like that are allowed to happen in the world? From the day I lost my boys, I hated building churches. And now I don't build anything like that anymore.
Only homes where people can live.
Homes for people.
Homes with high towers and spires, though.
Yes, I must admit I do prefer them that way. Anyway, see, that fire lifted me up to a great height as a master builder. Because, see, I parceled out almost that whole piece of land into lots for houses, and of course, I was the one who was able to build the houses, and after that, everything started going in my direction.
You must be a very happy man the way it's all gone for you.
So now you're saying that too, like everybody else.
Well, you must be. I think that you must be, if only you could manage to stop thinking all the time about those two little children.
Well, Hilda...
I mean, do they still just stand in the way of everything all the time after all these years?
But don't you see that in order to get that opportunity to build homes for other people, I had to give up forever any hope at all of having a home myself. I mean, a home with a mother and a father and children.
You mean because...
Well, that was the price I had to pay for all this wonderful good fortune that people love to talk about.
And yet, you're building a home with rooms for children.
Hilda, have you ever noticed that sometimes the thing which is impossible can somehow still tempt you, can somehow still cry out to you?
So you know about that too, do you?
Yes, Hilda, I do.
Well, it sounds like there might be some weird half-human mountain creature just running around somewhere inside you.
Yes, maybe. But you see, there's always a balancing that has to occur. In other words, everything I've done, everything I've achieved, it all has to be balanced out, has to be paid for. Even after the down payment, a price must still be paid. And the currency in which the payment is demanded isn't money. It's human happiness. And my good fortune, it can't be paid for just with my happiness alone. No, it also has to be paid for with the happiness of other people. You see, every day, I have to get up and I have to watch the price being paid for my benefit all day long.
Obviously, you're talking about your wife.
Yes. Because you have to understand this, Hilda. Aline also had a great talent. She had a talent for building and shaping the souls of young children. She would have enabled her children to grow up with a kind of equanimity and a kind of grace. All of that talent just lies there now like a pile of rubble after an enormous explosion. It's completely useless.
Yes, but even if that's true...
Well, it is true. It is true. I know, Aline.
But the point is, it wasn't your fault. None of it was your fault.
No? But that's the question, isn't it? Because I think it probably was my fault.
What? The fire?
Yes, all of it. Everything that happened.
Master Builder, When you talk like that, you sound as though you really are mentally sick.
Well, there...
Excuse me.
Oh, well, please, come in so we can settle this.
Yes, that'd be great.
Things aren't going any better for your father, I hear.
No, he's deteriorating very fast. That's why I've come here to ask you. Please, could you possibly write a few words on one of my drawings? You know, just anything that he could read before he...
Ragnar, could you please not talk to me anymore about those drawings?
Why, have you looked at them?
Oh, yes, of course.
So, perhaps you don't find them very good, you know? Or perhaps you don't think that I'm very...
Ragnar, please just stay here and keep on working with me. You'll have everything that you could possibly want. You can get married to Kaya. You'll live without any anxieties. You might even be happy. You just have to stop thinking about becoming a builder yourself.
All right. Fine. So, that's what I'll go home and tell Father. Fine. Yeah. Good. 'Cause I promised to tell him exactly what you said. And that's what you want me to tell him before he dies, right?
Well, for God's sake, tell him whatever you like. The best thing, really, would be to tell him nothing.
May I take the drawings with me then?
Yes, please.
No, leave them.
Nope. Leave them? Leave them for what?
Because I want to take a look at them too.
But you've already... Fine. Leave them then. Ragnar, you mustn't ask me for something that I can't give you.
Of course, of course. Excuse me.
That was incredibly cruel.
Oh, did you think so? Yes, that's just what he was thinking.
You were brutal with him. It was sickening.
You said I was the only one who should be allowed to build.
Yes, I said it. You shouldn't say it.
Hilda, if I can't have a single moment of inner peace in my life, please at least allow me to keep my position in the world.
Why can't you have a single moment of inner peace?
All right, I will tell you. See, Hilda, in the old house where we used to live, the one that burned down, there was an attic. And I used to go up there very frequently. And one day, when I was in the attic, I noticed a crack in the chimney pipe there. And every time that I would go up to the attic, I would check to see if the crack was still there.
And it always was.
Yes, because nobody but me knew about it.
And you never mentioned it to anyone.
No, I didn't.
A cracked chimney pipe is incredibly dangerous. Didn't it occur to you to get it fixed?
Well, yes, it occurred to me, but every time I was about to do something about it, something stopped me, as if a hand had suddenly come out of nowhere and was holding on to me, and I would just say to myself, well, I'll do it tomorrow. And so the crack was never mended.
You just ignored it.